So this happened.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check it.
Good luck.
Top 90. Okay. I don't wanna scroll down.
Can I see the scrolling down or you?
Okay. Yeah.
What is there? Is it there?
No.
No? Oh yeah?
No. I did not.
You did not? Why? Really?
It's okay.
Okay, hello, good morning.
Sanchez. There!
Where?
See Sanchez
Sir
there.
Vermelio asked
No.
us to look for a game,
Oh,
and
Sanchez.
we found the game.
It's okay.
Oh, science.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, better luck next time.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna take LeapMed anymore.
Well, I cannot.
Sayang.
It's okay.
So while I did pass the entrance exam, I didn't pass the interview. And I'm actually okay. So I'm actually happy that someone else got my slot, because I myself isn't 100% committed to going to LeapMed. I don't really want to go into LeapMed. So knowing that someone else got my slot instead makes me happy. But this video isn't about how happy I am that I didn't pass. It's about what I learned, why I'm grateful for what I learned, and how you, an aspiring LeapMed applicant, can avoid the mistakes that I did and ensure that you pass the interview. So if you're new to this channel, my name is ARLO Sanchez. I took the the UST LeapMed entrance exam and interview. And in this video, I'm going to be showing what I learned, my reflections, and what are the plans starting now. So the first thing I realized was that I tried too hard to impress. Yes, at first I thought interviews are about flexing yourself and showing how good you are as an applicant. But then again, these people, these interviewers, have gone through a lot of different interviewees. Just imagine how easily they can to smell the people that are actually telling the truth and the ones that are just trying too hard to impress. Now, just a disclaimer, I was telling the truth. It's just that I was highlighting too much on my upside and instead less on being authentic. So one example was when they asked me, why did you want to pick medicine? And oh boy, I had like at least 5-minute long answer. I don't even want to watch it again. So being in the same shoes as the interviewer, I realized I wouldn't want to hear this person talking about all this different stuff. And okay, this is what I gave my answer. From the start, I said, ever since I was young, I worked in this Catholic community and I went to help out in orphanages, and it made me realize how much I love serving the community. And then it went on and on into how much my meaning and my purpose is to serve the community. And then it transitioned into, because being a doctor, you're able to help others and you're able to lead and you're able to make a difference. And then I transitioned into, I want to be a medical director of a hospital so I can help doctors as well and change the system. And then I transitioned into, I want to be the head of Department of Health so I can make the Philippines one of the best healthcare system. Now that is the truth. That is what I want. I'm not saying that for clout. I'm not saying that so that they would get me to join LeapMed, but that wasn't the dream. It's just that to them, they don't know whether it's the truth or not, because it's just a dream. Regardless, it sounded like I was trying too hard to impress them and to make them want me, when in fact, what they're looking for is someone grounded and someone authentic and, someone willing to be a student instead of looking too far into their future. Just think about it. They are interviewers looking for students for their program. They're not looking for people, wanting to be the head of Department of Health. That's not their job. So one suggestion I would give would be to stick to what they're looking for. Just, if you were in the shoes of the interviewer, what kind of person would you be looking for? with what criteria and what focus should they have. So in this case, it should be a student willing to learn more about medicine, because either they like learning about the body, either they like helping and curing people, and either they like being around sick people and making them feel better, or all of them. In fact, say all of them. So try to think more as a doctor, because I instead thought and displayed myself more of a administrator in a sense, and more of a head or a business leader even. So just think about what they want, and try to be more like a doctor. Also, stay away from drawn out stories and answers. Be concise, but don't be so short. Don't just say, if they ask you, why do you want to pick medicine? Oh, because I like helping others. No. At least 3 sentences. Just don't give a drawn out story like I did. No one will want to listen to that, right? If they ask for more, then go ahead by all means. But if they didn't, stick to three sentences maximum. 3 sentences, memorized answer, and just see where it goes from there. Another thing that I did wrong was, at the end of the interview, they asked me, okay, so do you have any questions for us? So I watched a YouTube video before the interview, and out of the list of the different questions I could have asked, I happened to choose the worst one, which was, what are any weaknesses for people applying for this position? And by position, I mean freshies. And the thing is, they didn't take it the right way. I think that I offended them by saying that, because they said something along the lines of, all the LeapMed applicants are great, and they're very hard work and have a good work ethic. And I agree with that, and I support that they're telling me that. It's just that my question got off on the wrong way, and it mayhaps have affected my results. So why did I ask this question? I don't know, but I believe that question meant to say, what should I prepare for as an incoming LeapMed applicant? That way, you're assuming that you're already going to be a LeapMed applicant, and now you're going to the next step. What do I need to do to make sure I can provide in this program? I can give value to the people and the community and the teachers. It's showing that you're selfless. The way I said it, what are the weaknesses? It came off as like I was being, too egotistical, even though I didn't mean to do it that way, but it was inferred that way. So a tip for the final question, when they ask you what you want to ask them, is to give something positive, and you could give something ambitious, but also give something that you're assuming that you're already in there, and what do you need to know for the next step. Another mistake was telling the whole truth, even though they didn't really care about the whole truth. So I thought that, being selective with the truth is bad. But apparently, if you don't want to know the whole story, it doesn't matter. So think of it in the shoes of the interviewer. You don't need to know, right? You don't need to know any other unrelated things, right? They didn't know that I wanted to be a Department of Health administrator, right? That doesn't matter to them. In fact, doing so would have distracted them from my other answers, and probably get them flooded in whatever I'm trying to say, which is bad. And when I say no need to give the full truth, I don't mean lying, okay? I just mean focus on what they want to hear, such as if they ask you why you want to be a doctor, you should highlight and say first that you want to heal the sick, that you want to help the community, that you want to advance the healthcare. That you can say. You don't have to say that your parents forced you, or that it's a prestigious job, or that you get a high pay, or that you get good connections, or that you get a high status, or any of that. You don't have to say that, because that doesn't matter to the interviewer. It would either distract them, or my brain is going blank. It would either distract them, or it would make them less likely to get you in, because they notice the selfish things that you want. And it shows that you're not in it for, what being a doctor really requires, which is passion for serving the community. You're in it for selfish desires, so they might as well pick another applicant. So while you should be authentic and while you should be honest and say the truth, you don't need to highlight the things that will make you look bad. And I know that sounds like, oh, I don't want to focus too much on what other people think. But the thing is, if you don't pass this interview, how are you able to go through this program? So there are the rules that we have to play with then. Although we can't, fully accept it, we have to play by the rules. And by that, I mean focusing and highlighting on what is good and how you can provide value to the program and the position that you're given, which is a LeapMed student. So yeah, those were the top 3 mistakes that I did. 1, trying too hard to impress. 2, butchering the final question, and instead I should have said something more positive and confident. And number 3 is saying the entire truth even though they don't matter. So I hope that these tips were able to help you, and I hope that you will still continue watching this channel even if I'm no longer an official LeapMed applicant. And yes, maybe you were looking forward to me giving vlogs about being a LeapMed student, and yeah, perhaps I was looking forward to that. It would have helped you. Maybe you want to know more about LeapMed. Well, there are other people who are vlogging about LeapMed, and they'll probably do it way better than I am. So I'll just put some links in the description to amazing, vloggers and students. They're inspiration, and I think you should watch them instead if that's what you're looking for. But I'm not gonna stop uploading to YouTube. I have like a plan, I have a list. I'm still going to upload a few more videos about LeapMed, so stick around, check out the videos in the next few days. So especially if you're an aspiring LeapMed applicant, I believe that these videos will be able to help you. Another thing is to check the play link in the description. There's also a playlist of the entire videos on my channel about LeapMed. You can watch it from start to finish. You could share it with someone who wants to apply to LeapMed. That would help them as well. So here comes the question. Am I frustrated? Am I sad? Am I disappointed? Unsurprisingly, not. And that is because I've decided already from several months back, I didn't want to go into LeapMed. And I'll be explaining why in another video. So stick around, subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you've enjoyed this video. And if you want any other suggestions for what you want to know, let me know or message me directly. I respond really quickly. So all of that and more. See you guys in the next video.